Thank you Call of Duty Mobile for sponsoring this video. Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like your aim just isn't hitting the mark? You're missing those crucial shots and you're left thinking, what am I doing wrong? Well, today we're going to fix that. And by the end of this video, you'll go from this to this. I'm Saiko, and I'm here to share the ultimate guide on how to improve your aim. This guide is powered by Dræ, a stat analysis behind Stats on Duty. You might know him from his work on the popular sensitivity tools and on bullet spread accuracy. Stick around until the end for some secret bonus tips to take your aim to the next level. Now, let's get started. Aiming is a lot like walking. Where you look is where you go, and much like walking, you need to trust your intuition and go with the flow. To improve your hand-eye coordination, focus on observing as many details as possible. Large part of aiming comes down to visualization. The more information your eyes and brains absorb, more precisely it can command your thumbs. But none of this will be helpful if you don't believe in yourself and trust your intuition. Lean into the direction your thumbs are flowing to while you visualize your enemy being in a certain area, and you will see yourself aiming more predictably for yourself and land your shots much more consistently. Here is my personal trick. Always notice the little details on enemy characters. This simple mental cue keeps your coordination on point whenever your aim feels off. Call of Duty Mobile has a very fast time to kill. The person who hits the first shot typically wins the gunfight. Having your crosshair in the right spot to begin with saves you some critical time you will need to adjust your crosshair. So don't skip on practicing crosshair placement. Crosshair placement is all about placing your crosshair where you anticipate the opponent would be. So when they show up, you're already ready to fire. If your crosshair is out of position, you're wasting precious milliseconds adjusting your aim, and in those crucial milliseconds, but with proper placement, you're always prepared, allowing you to react faster and secure the kill before the opponents even have a chance. Always anticipate enemy positions, use UAVs, sound cues, or remember common spots where you or your teammate may have shot before. Also observe where enemies might be spawning at, and where they are commonly coming from. This too helps you understand where to better position yourself and even find some unexpected spots, which can help you take your enemies by surprise. Avoid random flicks and keep your movements intentional. Precise and controlled aim saves valuable time in every fight. Reaction time is critical for tracking moving targets. Your brain registers enemy movement and signals your thumbs to follow. The faster the reaction, the better your overall time to kill. While human reaction has its limits, we can use aim assist as a workaround. Aim assist solely pulls your aim in the direction of the enemy's movement, offering cues on where they're heading next. The key? Keep your sensitivity low enough to feel the aim assist guiding you, but not so low that it slows you down, and not so high that you end up fighting the aim assist. Later in this video, I'll explain to you how to find your perfect sensitivity. Let's talk about optimizing your settings for better aim. For SMGs and shotguns, head into training mode and position yourself in the middle of a group of bots. Your goal is to eliminate them as quickly as possible while maintaining control. Adjust your sensitivity based on how well you can keep up with fast, close-range movements without sacrificing precision. For ARs, LMGs, and snipers, focus on maintaining accuracy at long distances. Practice locking onto targets and tracking them smoothly. Fine-tune your sensitivity until you consistently land your shots without feeling too sluggish or jittery. And here's an important tip. Don't forget to adjust your vertical sensitivity. This is crucial for managing recoil and maintaining smooth horizontal tracking, which will dramatically improve your control in every fight. If you want a detailed sensitivity guide, let us know in the comments. Next, let's choose between fixed speed and speed acceleration. For fixed speed, this is simple and consistent, but on smaller screens, high sensitivity can cause chaos at range, while low sensitivity can make close-range tracking difficult. For better control, hold your phone like a windshield wiper with your thumbs, giving you more motion range. Speed Excel gives you better precision at long ranges and allows faster flicks, but it's trickier to master. Practice smooth controlled swipes with varying speeds to get the hang of it. No matter your setting, always return your thumbs to their natural resting position. This helps reset your aim and keeps it steady. Choosing the right sensitivity switch setting can improve your aim when transitioning to ADS. This setting instantly changes your sensitivity when you press ADS. It's great for high sensitivity and fixed acceleration players who need quick and consistent transitions. However, the sudden change might feel abrupt if you're not used to it. This setting smooths out the transition, making it ideal for players who prioritize precision or use speed acceleration. It offers better control during ADS but can feel slower in fast-paced fights. This is also very useful for people who have a slower playstyle, as partially un-ADSing gives you a good sensitivity boost, and lets you aim towards a different direction much quicker. The smooth shift in sensitivity can also make quick scoping easier. Test both in training mode to find what suits your playstyle. The right choice will help you transition faster and aim more accurately in fights. Should you use Sync FOV? Sync FOV adjusts your ADS sensitivity to match your field of view, but its effectiveness depends on your device and playstyle. For tablets, Sync FOV works great on larger screens, making enemy movements feel slower and easier to track, perfect for mid to long ranges. However, you may have issues on wider Android tablets. For phones, on smaller screens, Sync FOV can make enemies look tiny at range, making tracking harder. It's better turned off unless you stick to close range fights. Test Sync FOV in training mode to see how it feels. On some devices, you might feel more accurate with your aiming and find people moving much slower, while other devices, this setting can make your long-range engagement performance much worse. Adjust based on your preference and never shy away from experimenting. Here are a few bonus tips to supercharge your aim. Cancel sprint to fire animations with slides or sidesteps to avoid sudden sensitivity shifts. Strafe while aiming to track targets better and increase survivability. Shoot with confidence, believe in your shot, and you'll hit more often. Take breaks. If you're tired, step away and come back refreshed. For snipers, wait for the perfect shot. Don't rush head on. For automatic weapons, don't overspray. If you feel like your shots aren't landing, pause, reset, and re-engage. And that wraps up part 1 of our aiming guide. Part 2 is where the real transformation happens. We'll dive into active aiming techniques and practice drills to sharpen your aim. This has been Saiko, going dark.